Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna do a full face of makeup and I'm starting with the Pixi Rose Balm. It's a great balm that I use as a primer underneath all of my makeup. After that I'm using the Catrice Matte Finish Foundation. It's a great almost full coverage, I would say medium to full coverage foundation, and I'm just putting it all over my face, and after that I'm gonna start blending it using the Sigma Kabuki brush, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite brush ever. It's by far the best foundation brush that I own, and I would definitely recommend it. I'm reapplying another layer of foundation just because I want to get a little more coverage out, especially because I do have a lot of acne scars and acne, so I do want to cover that up. For concealer, I'm using my all-time favorite everyday concealer is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Cream, and it's a high coverage concealer that I'm just putting underneath my under eye area and everywhere where I have blemishes that I want to cover even more. For setting powder, I'm using my Flormar loose powder, and I'm just putting it under my under eye area, and I'm gonna set my whole face with it. First is putting it under my under eye area and leaving it there for a little, and after that I'm just setting my whole face, and after that I'm gonna set my under eye area and clean the excess powder that I have under there. This method creates a great finish, like the under eye area looks so good and it stays in place the whole day. I'm continuing with the Catrice Camouflage Cream. I'm gonna use this concealer as a primer for all my eyeshadows. If you have another primer that will enhance the colors, I would recommend it also, because Makeup Revolution has some great quality eyeshadows, but they could be a little better quality in my opinion. Like, they do tend to fade when you put them on your eyelids. So yes, today I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution uh, Forever Flawless Allure palette. So I'm just using the first matte rosy shade and putting it in my crease area and blending it all over. So it's gonna be a nice base. when you do eye makeups, I would recommend always to use a nice like light shade as your base, and after that go darker and darker with your eyeshadows. I'm gonna use the Suave eyeshadow, and it's a little bit darker than the previous eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna pack it a little more to get a little more color of on my lids, and just blend it a little. So you want to have it always blended. After that, I'm gonna use the color like the mauvey darker color, and I'm gonna put it in the outer corner of my eyes. So just dab it there and then blend the edges. After that, I'm once again gonna use the Catrice concealer, and I'm gonna do a half cut crease. So I'm using a precise brush with it, and how you want to do it, you just want to put the concealer on your lids and then look up a little so you know where your creases, so where your eyelids crease. So that's what I would recommend, and that's where you know how high you want to put the eyeshadows. That's a good tip that I would recommend to everyone. So yes, I'm just putting the concealer in and trying to even blend the edges a little. So I'm putting the copper color and all over my eyelids, and I can tell you that this color was quite awful. I didn't like it at all. It didn't show on my eyelids. I was working quite hard with it to get something out of it, and yeah, I didn't like it at all. So after that, I did use another color. I did use this reddish color and put it in the inner half of my eyelids. This one was quite better than the coppery one. It did show nicely, and I did enjoy it. But that's not it. I'm gonna put another color on my eyelids. For the BAM effect, I'm gonna use the rosy shimmery color and put it in the center of my eyelids, so it's gonna get that boom effect. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, it's paying and showing off really well. I did enjoy this color a lot. And after that, I'm just gonna put the mauve color in the outer part of my lids, so it blends easily. In the inner corners, I did put the golden color, so it does make the eye look nice. And for the highlighter, I did use the Makeup Obsession golden highlighter. The highlighter I use only under my eyebrows, and I did set my eyebrows with the clear mascara from Technic. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Catrice mascara, but before that, I did curl my eyelashes with my favorite She Umura eyelash curler. So I'm just putting mascara on, and for the eye pencil, I did use the Nabla eye pencil in the color Nude. So today I'm not gonna wear any lashes, I know. I'm just gonna go for the more natural look. And for contouring, I do use my all-time favorite L'Oreal eyeshadow that isn't even meant for a contour shade, but it's a great contour shade, and I'm just contouring my nose with it. If you want a more precise contour, I would recommend a smaller brush for this step, but I did enjoy this brush quite well. And now I'm contouring my cheekbones. It depends how you want to contour it. It all depends on your face shape. So if you have a more rounder face shape, you should go a little bit lower when it comes to your contour. I do have an oval face shape, so I'm putting it higher and closer to my nose. Now for bronzer, I'm using the Sigma bronzer. It's the only bronzer I'm currently using. I do like it. So you can see that my foundation is a little bit dark. I should have put more bronzer on my neck to even it out more. For highlighter, I'm using the Makeup Obsession highlighter, so I'm putting it on the tip of my nose and on my cupid's bow and just on my, you know, highlighter area, cheekbones. I couldn't remember the name. For lips, I'm just using this Essence lip liner, and I'm just only putting it on the outer half of my lips. And that's the finished look. Hope you guys like it.